Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul, I am BINTI NORDIN, and I am going to present about Introduction to Information Agency. And this is the front view of Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum. And also we could see the Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum New York logo. Organizational background for Guggenheim Museum. The Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum is a non-art museum that was located at 1071 Fifth Avenue on the border of East 89th Street in the Upper East Side of neighborhood of Manhattan, New York City. This museum was internationally renowned art museum and has been acknowledged as an outstanding architectural icon of the 20th century. Continues in enlarging collections of Impressionist, Post-Impressionist, contemporary art, early modern and features special exhibitions all over the years. In the year of 1959, the museum actually moved from rented space to its current building that was designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. It underwent extensive expansions and renovations in 1992 when the tower was built. During the year of 2013, there were 1.2 million people visited the museum as it hosted the most popular exhibition in New York City. The museum mission was to encourage the understanding and appreciation of artwork, architecture mastery, and other definitions of visual literature in a sense of modern and contemporary periods to collect, conserve, and study the art in times. And the vision is to consistently develop all activities and strategic initiatives such as new cultural, artistic, and also educational projects. Moreover, for the objective, it is to inspire people to begin a new perspective in art and its value through exhibitions, education programs, research initiatives, and publications. It also holds the intention to introduce people in the appreciation of modern and contemporary art. In this part, we have facilities and services that was offered by the Guggenheim Museum. The first one is Mind's Eye program that is conducted by arts and education professionals through verbal descriptions, conversation, sensory experience, and creative practice. The second one, we have ASL, American Sign Language, which is an interpretation that is available for public towers and programs if they are required. However, the request must be submitted 2 weeks before the actual event. And the third one, we have admissions that offer discounted admission to visitors with disabilities. Caregivers are free of charge. And the fourth one, we have restrooms that is available in single stall. All gender restrooms are located on all floors near the elevator in the main rotunda. ADA compliant restrooms are located on levels 1 and 7. The fifth, we have wheelchairs. All wheelchairs are available free of charge and do not require reservations. And the next one, we have elevators that are available from ground floor at all times, including when the rotunda is closed to the public between exhibitions. Next, we have departments in Guggenheim Museum, which is the first one, Curators departments. And the Curators is a working pattern of a cross-disciplinary cooperative structure that will foresee any art transcends on a specific boundaries such as painting, video, and sculpture. And the next one, we have conservators departments that plays a very huge responsibility to protect the art as it will be published in the public eye, and with the attention it will be studied, visible, and enjoyed for generations. Next, we have educative departments that plays the huge role in teaching and lifelong learning for the audience. And the last one, we have executive team departments that are responsible for providing sound and a strategic oversight of the turning point in Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is NURSYAZATUL, and I'm going to be presenting on the social media used by the agency. Now, there are 4 social media that are used by the agency, that is Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Moving on to Instagram. The museum official account is following 767 other accounts at the moment. Most of those accounts are other museum official accounts as well as foundations of arts. On the bio of the museum official account, a link will be provided in which the link will be directed the users to a website where they can plan a visit or have a peek on the collection that the museum have. On the bio, however, the exact location of where the museum is are not listed. The locations can be only accessed through the post uploaded. The museum had chosen the username Guggenheim as their Instagram account. The Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum has been active on Instagram since 2013. This can be proved by the first ever post that was made by the museum officials that was posted on the 8th February of 2013. Since the first post, the museum has been uploading more and more posts as time went by. The amount of posts uploaded currently would be 4,071 posts, with the newest post uploaded on the 6th July of 2021. Twitter. The Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum has been chosen Guggenheim as their official Twitter account username. Necessarily so it seems, as this made the recognition on the museum stay clear. By using the same username across all social media platforms, the museum are able to avoid confusion as well as keeping their patrons to be in track in every social media accounts. The museum joined Twitter on 2008. January 2008. On the bio, the museum provided the location of the museum, as well as the website that was linked to every official social media account that will redirect the users to a page that will assist them to plan their visit to the museum. The official Twitter account are also one of the most followed social media account of the museum other than Instagram. The amount of followers on the official Twitter exceeded Instagram's amount of followers, that is 3.4 million. The amount of following on Twitter would be 3,935. Even so, the amount of followers on Twitter has successfully exceeded Instagram. The museum's Twitter official account could not be more than the official's Instagram itself, as the amount of likes on Twitter account more or less are about 10 likes, while on Instagram are on 12,712 likes. YouTube. The Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum has made a YouTube account as a way of promoting their museum better. The YouTube account at the moment has around 35.1k subscribers, as the most viewed video that they uploaded are on 325k views. On the page of the account, there are links to their other social media platform for better access for the users to follow and interact more with their other social media accounts. Not only social media link provided on the first page, the official website will also link. Facebook. On Facebook, the museum has chosen to use Guggenheim Museum as their username. This is a little different if compared to the museum's Twitter and Instagram official account, as the other social media platform that we use have the same username, which is Guggenheim. However, this did not make the social media platform less recognizable, as on Facebook, it is possible for the users to find the account by searching the museum's actual name. Unlike Instagram and Twitter, that need the username to actually find the right account. On the official Facebook account, the location of the museum will be provided, as well as the Book Now button that will enable the users to plan their visit to the museum. The latest uploads on the official account would be on the 6th of July 2021. The post has 70 likes and reaction, as well as 1 share. It is clearly seen that the Facebook social media account were unsuccessful in promoting the museum as much as official Twitter and Instagram account. However, it is fascinating that the officials that are responsible on running the official account did not stop on trying and posting on the platform. This can be seen on the frequent uploads on the account, even though there is no to little amount of reaction that the post hardly gets. That is it from me. Thank you very much.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is NURSYAZATUL ATHIRAH and I will be presenting 3.0, which is evaluation of the social media based on 7 functional blocks of social media for Guggenheim Museum, Twitter and Instagram. The first one is Twitter identity. Their official username is Solomon R. Guggenheim, but on Twitter they use their username as Guggenheim, which is well known to the public. So the reason of this, the public is more familiar with their common name, which is Guggenheim rather than Solomon R. Guggenheim. Also, they reveal their museum's location, which is in New York City in the bio, so that when people visit their Twitter, they know and get the information that their museum is in New York City. So, if they reveal their identity on Twitter, such name, their location, it is easier for people to recognize that it is their agency. Second, Twitter conversation. As you can see that there is no conversation between staff and users such as responding to a user's reply. Instead, they just like and retweet the user's tweet. So we can clearly see that this is one of their limitations and weaknesses in handling social media. If there is no interaction, there will be no successful interaction. Third, Twitter sharing. On their Twitter, they have shared to the public about their exhibitions, photos or art galleries, illustration art from the public, and several videos about drawing. We can see that with this sharing, the public are able to see their beautiful and aesthetic art collections. Since during this COVID-19 pandemic, we are not allowed to go out and have no chance to visit the museum to see their art gallery with our own eyes. Also, it gives their followers insight on the exhibit, entices new visitors, and re-engages those who have already seen it. So, by this sharing, this is the only way for their users to see their museum collection they have posted on their Twitters. Moving on to Twitter present, we can see that the Guggenheim Museum is active on Twitter. The staff is constantly updating their account, such as tweeting art photos, exhibits, and other information, so that users can always keep up with their most recent tweets. In this way, users will know that they are regularly active on Twitter, and this allows users to connect and interact with their staff. However, we need to know that Twitter is where people cannot see others whether they are online or not. Instead, the users can just click on notification to ensure that they do not miss out on their posts. Next, we can see that the relationship between the staff and the users are not strong on the Twitter. This is because they do not respond much to their users' reply in the tweet. So, if they want to have a good relationship with their users, they can practice interacting with their users by replying to their users' tweet, which will strengthen their connection. If they do that, it can give benefits for both sides. So, if they maintain their relationship with their users, the users will recognize their organization through social media and may visit and use their museum services in the future. Then Twitter reputation. We can tell from their number of followers that the users are really interested in keeping up with their updates about the museum and the content in the tweets. So generally, if someone retweets and likes other posts, it means that they find that their post is interesting and entertaining. Also, it has a good influence on the people out there in terms of getting and knowing all the information about the museum through their Twitter platform. So we can see that this really gives them a good reputation on their Twitter platform. Lastly, Twitter groups. We can see that Twitter does not support or provide group functionality. Even though Twitter has lists, which it is a curated group of Twitter accounts where you can create your own list or subscribe to lists created by others, and we can see that the Guggenheim Museum does not create the list where they can communicate with specific people on Twitter. It is because their Twitter account is open to the public, not directly to any specific category. They allow everyone to visit their account in order for them to get the news and information about the museum and reply to their tweet. So everyone will get the same information that they need to know from their tweets. Moving on for the Instagram, the first one is Instagram identity. On Instagram platform as well, they use their username as Guggenheim, which is well known to the public. We can see that they use the same username for all their social media platform, for instance Twitter. They also have included the location of their museum in the bio as well as an email address where people can contact them. So we can see that with these identities revealed on Instagram, the public are more likely to identify that this is their agency. Second, Instagram conversation. We can see that communication on their Instagram platform is between their staff and the public users. Their communication happen when the staff likes users' comment, and even though they just like users' comment, it is still count as conversation. However, virtual conversation does not happen like replying the public comments. So, this is one of their limitations and weaknesses in handling social media that they need to improve the way they stay in touch with their public users. Third, Instagram sharing. We can see that they have shared photos of art, architecture, illustration by their users, exhibition, several art gallery videos, and IGTV videos. And also, they have made their highlight story that is available to the public so that users can view it anytime if the staff does not delete it. We can see that with this sharing, people will never miss out on getting all the important information and also give their followers insight on the exhibit through social media. Moving on with Instagram present. Besides being active on Twitter platform, Guggenheim Museum also active on Instagram platform. We can see that the staff always keep updating their feed and highlight story such as art photos, exhibition, architecture, and what are the events and activities for this week. So in this case, users will realize that they are routinely active on Instagram because they provide the users new information every day. Also, on Instagram, we can hide our own status if we do not want the public to see that we are currently active. It seems that they hide their active status because there is no green dot next to their profile photo in direct message indicating that they are now active. Next, Instagram relationship. On the Instagram platform as well, the relationship between staff and users are not robust. This is because they do not reply to their users' comment. Instead, they only like certain users' comments. Supposedly, during this pandemic, the staff need to stay in touch with their users, even though through social media only. So, in this condition, the staff must take an opportunity to get closer and build a good relationship with the users by replying to their comments, even if it is just by sending an emoji. So if they do that, they are able to maintain the relationship with the users through the Instagram platform. Then Instagram reputation. We can see that the users are more active on Instagram as seen by the high number of likes and comments on their posts. Everyone in the comment section has responded to the post by commenting on the photos such as beautiful, wonderful galleries and such an extraordinary building. This responded showed that they really enjoy and love that posting. This really gives a good impact and reputation since they are currently active on Instagram and make people out there still follow their updates about the museum and makes them remember how magnificent that building is. Lastly, Instagram groups. Also, Instagram does provide groups in direct message where we can create a group and invite specific people such as our close friend. However, we can see that the Guggenheim Museum does not create a group in direct message because their Instagram account is open to the public, not for the specific person. They enable anyone to visit their account in order for them to get the news and information about their museum. So, if they make their account public, the public users will receive the same information from their posting on Instagram.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is FATINI BINTI SYAHRIN RIZAL. I will present about 7 functional blocks applied in Guggenheim YouTube channel. First is identity. They use Guggenheim Museum as the name of their YouTube channel. The channel joined on 11 December 2005. The details in the YouTube account also provided the location of the museum, which is located in the United States. The link of their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram also are provided. For business inquiries, users can directly through community@googleham.org. Next is conversations. There is only communication between the staff and the user in the live stream program, such as a program titled Introduction to Queer Staffcraft. The Guggenheim Museum account is commenting in the beginning of the live stream. Other than that, there are also comments from users about the video or between users to another user for other videos posted in YouTube. Sharing. The video sharing in YouTube is about radical art and architecture. It also discovers videos on art and artists from all over the world on the Guggenheim Museum YouTube channel, including behind-the-scenes videos. For instance, there is a video about an artwork anthology. Each of the videos in this series takes a deep dive into a single work of an art from their collection, offering unique stories and fresh interpretations. Aside from that, the sharing about the previous live streaming video is also included. Presence. The presence is to denote the degree to which users can determine whether the social media of this museum are available. It accomplishes in the virtual world by using status lines such as online or hidden. The YouTube platform does not have any presence to allow any account to see the person online. It merely provides a simple means for individuals to store and distribute videos online. Next is relationships. It seems tough to create a strong relationship with the public, but it is not impossible even by using the YouTube platform. They can start a relationship with replying to other comments or feedback. Thus, the new user is able to inform that the Guggenheim Museum is active on the YouTube platform. It is also an advantage when the public user interest comes and visit to support their museum because many of arts that interesting. However, there is not much conversation on this platform that the staff made to keep the public stay communicate with them. Next is reputation. In June 2001, 35 subscribers verified on their YouTube. The total views that have been achieved is 5,466,262. The last one is groups. No groups of users are divided in the YouTube channel. It is because YouTube does not have this type of group indeed. Each of the YouTube accounts allows others from every age, gender, geography, and even the subscription status does not matter. The only option provided in the YouTube social media is either private, unlisted, or public. The private video allows the employees who maintain the Guggenheim Museum's YouTube channel to watch the video that they have posted. The unlisted video is able for the person who has a link to the video to access it. Lastly, the public video is for everyone around the world. The staff in the Guggenheim Museum have 3 of those choices before posting it, but they can edit again every time. Hence, the YouTube channel is one of the social media without having a type of group based on the relationship or others. Next, I will present about several functional blocks applied in Guggenheim's Facebook page. Firstly is identity. The Facebook account name that has been registered on their official Facebook page is Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum. The page was created on 23 January 2008. They also provided a link to the museum website, contact number, and Gmail. The museum location is also provided on Facebook. The working hours are Tuesday to Monday, which is 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. and for members only hours is on Mondays from 6 until 8 p.m. Next is conversation. Conversations in Solomon or Guggenheim Museum Facebook stand between the staff of the museum and the other person. The public or users can access and chat with them in the comment. There is an emoji reaction given from the staff to some of the comments. It means this Facebook page is still active even though the staff does not reply to the chat one by one.
This is a limitation and weakness facing the museum that needs to be improved for the future. Moreover, this element or Guggenheim Museum Facebook page doesn't allow to receive any chat from messenger applications. Thus, commonly, someone message anything through the app. Sharing. The official Facebook page of the Solomon R. Guggenheim Museums is where they are sharing posts, news, stories, and behind-the-scenes features about their museums, exhibitions, initiatives, and collaborations, and invite their community of followers to engage in conversation. Presents. The Facebook profile and the Facebook page are two different things. Users create a Facebook profile for their personal needs, while a Facebook page is created when a business or other organization wants a Facebook presence. The Facebook page does not have features like the usual Facebook account. It is because the Facebook page is only the page that assists the public or private to read, like, comment, or share the post. The fans will not be able to see either the Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum Facebook page is online or vice versa. Relationships. The relationship that has been created between the staff and the public is satisfactory. The staff do not reply to the comments but still react by using emoji only for the selected feedback. In fact, there is no excuse for them to handle the social media or Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum's Facebook page to create an excellent and strong relationship with the fans. It is the opportunity to attract fans to keep supporting their museum even from a virtual platform. However, emoji reaction is one of an essential role for the fans to continue to give positive feedback next and next regarding their posting on Facebook page. In point of fact, the best way is to reply to the comment to ensure the fans notice that Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum Facebook page is active and lending its ears in social media to improve the museum in the future. It will learn and manage to create strong relationship indirectly. Reputation. The latest reputation on this Facebook page is that they achieved 829,140 likes and 856,445 fans and 406,585 people checked in there. Other than that, there are top 8 fans listed on Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum Facebook page. It can be a symbol of a good reputation on their Facebook page because having a myriad of fans that keep supporting them time by time. The last one is groups. There is one unofficial account group created by other people on 13 January 2017. The total of members is 80 that have joined the public group. There is no proof that the account was an official account group created by Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum. The reason is that the moderator is Lynn and the picture in the group is unrelated at all. Thus, it means no official groups created by the museum's staff, either it is public, closed, or secret. So, the recommendation is, firstly, this information agency should need to sign up for more new media social platforms. For instance, the staff can register an official TikTok account for Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum because the platform is becoming more focused and fastest information acquired through video. It helps in introducing the museum to new individuals. There are about 1 billion active users per month and it may grow more than 1.1 billion in February 2001. Coronavirus disease has spread to over 180 countries. Many countries are under lockdown and all of the activities mostly are through online. The statistic of the new user in social media also increased upon this situation. Thus, the museum staff should take an opportunity to register another social media account such as TikTok because there are a myriad of people active on the platform during the lockdown. Secondly, the account name created should be uniform for all of the social media. Currently, the account registered by the Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum is different for each platform. As an example, Instagram and Twitter use the short name of the museum, which is Guggenheim. YouTube use the Guggenheim Museum nickname. The Facebook page uses the full name of the museum, which is the Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum. It for sure affects the public to start to know more about this museum. In fact, it is better to choose one nickname that is familiar to people. Therefore, registering the uniform name of all social media is an essential recommendation to the staff to take this matter seriously. Next, the limitation and weakness found in handling the Guggenheim Museum social media is to assign staff in charge to communicate with the users in their official social media. Even though the Guggenheim Museum is a non-profit organization, they should give the users the ability to ask anything inside their mind. It includes people in another world who are interested to know more about the museum. The website provided may be completed. However, there is also a need to include a chat with users who support their organization. In this way, it may substantially assist the Guggenheim Museums to close with individuals all over the world. It also raises their organization to new heights. Hence, it is crystal clear that the organization must improve its services with the staff responsible for posting and collecting feedback from the user or public. Lastly, the Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum should establish a strong relationship with both offline and online users. It is to improve their reputation as an information agency. When a museum succeeds in providing excellent service to the public, it helps the museum become one of the most well-known museums in the world. The experienced staff must have recognized the importance of enticing new people to learn more about the Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum. As a result, building sturdy relationship with both online and offline users is crucial for this museum to ensure that users feel connected. Other than staff must promote the relationship dynamic that is most important to users.
The conclusion apparently has come to the point where the use of social media is very important even in information agencies. Social media can be very benefiting when it comes to promoting, engaging with audience, and even in building customer loyalty. With that being said, the information agency can connect with their customer and interact with them to give more exposure and help them in the grasp of understanding. Furthermore, the younger youth are more keen on finding out certain information using social media rather than directly reaching out to the organization itself. It is proven that they are aware these are the social media people have been using, such as Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and YouTube. From there, we presume that the audience are getting informed about the museum, programs, and events from the social media updates. In the end, almost every news and information can be obtained from social media. Thank you.